Today's throwback, we're having a look at the McFarlane Toys 3D movie poster of Jaws. The terrifying motion picture from the terrifying #1 bestseller is presented here in a 3D treatment. I know Spots already had a look at this, and he also had a look at it again in another throwback, but I figured, you know what, now that we've got a kind of a lighter environment, it's probably better to showcase this 3D poster and give it the justice it really deserves. Because these posters, if you ever get a chance to pick these up, are well worth the price. Now granted, some of them do get a little bit more inflated in price, Jaws being one of the notable exceptions. Its price has skyrocketed to about, I feel like it's about $80 to $150, depending on if you can find these for a good price on eBay. But this does recreate the original Jaws poster, right down to the fact that they even include the cast and the actors in the movie itself, featuring Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss, the trio that go out and battle Shark. Coined, of course, by Bruce, which I think was his accountant, why he coined the shark Bruce. But the shark doesn't actually have a name in the movie. It's not even called Jaws, but this is a movie poster replica. A couple of just cobwebs, which I thought I actually had cleaned out completely before this review. Yes, unfortunately, this is one thing that you're going to have to dust on a regular basis, because these are magnets, it seems, for dust, cobwebs, and other things. The one thing I like about this, that unfortunately the Nightmare on Elm Street, which I've done a throwback of that as well, the Nightmare on Elm Street didn't have the enclosed box, which I personally wish it had, because these boxes spin around to the side, it kind of makes it look more like an old VHS or beta box. Even on the side, the terrifying motion picture from, again, the terrifying #1 bestseller. Down below that, you've got Jaws. Down below that, you've got McFarlane Toys. It's an Attitude. Spin around the back of the box. There's the back right there. And I think, I'm just kind of looking at my, this is like looking at my collection. I think it's actually the same style of box that they used for, I feel like it's, no, the bottom is a little bit shorter, but I think the back is reused from the other ones as well. You've got a little hanging hook that you can mount either by nail or thumbtack. There is even a section, oh, and look at this, Spot needed to really severely dust this top part here. Again, it's just a magnet when it comes to dust. But they've opened up the top area so that at least light can shine through the top of the 3D poster. You got Jaws at the top there. Tipping the poster forward, you can see there's Bruce, or the shark, whatever you want to call the shark there. The bubbles have also been pegged. Look at all that dust. Spot's feeling so embarrassed of himself. The rods as well are extending the bubbles from from the backdrop here of the water. And then you've got the unsuspecting swimmer up at the top, unaware that the shark is coming up to claim her. And there's the underside as well. They've sculpted in the water. They've painted it with a almost wash of white just to accent some of the waves. And they've done an excellent job of painting and recreating the poster in the underwater areas. A little lighter to the top and then darker areas of the wash around the sides there. The teeth, even extensively sculpted there on Jaws, they don't feel at all fragile. I mean, I don't feel as concerned as I do with the Nightmare on Elm Street poster. That poster is so fragile. But the shark teeth seem pretty good. Not, again, that you want to be dropping this. This is at least one of those posters that at least is freestanding. Nightmare on Elm Street doesn't stand at all. I would not say, though, even the fact that it does stand, definitely do not have it just standing, for fear that it could tip over. The fact that the shark does stick out further from the case itself, I would run the risk that this falls over and something gets loosened or broken on the front. Now, this is definitely something you want to be mounting onto the wall, but as you saw in this video, make sure though you dust it. Dust the sides, dust the top, dust the bottom, dust the shark as well. Just a phenomenal looking piece. One of the more reasons why I did want to go back and re-look at these, as these are still one of my favorite collectibles I have in my collection. If you can get over the fact that the prices have skyrocketed on these and you do want to add these to your collection, unfortunately your best bet is eBay or aftermarket areas. Unfortunately, the price is a little bit more steeper than the original cost, which I think the original costs on these were only about $25 to $30. A little side note to McFarlane, and I know McFarlane does not watch these videos. It'd be cool if he did, but he unfortunately doesn't. Or at least maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But a little note to McFarlane Toys. I mean, go back to this. I know you like your Halo stuff and you love your sports characters and stuff like that, but go back to this. This is awesome. I mean, imagining if they had just continued on, what possible movies we could have gotten a 3D treatment. In fact, let me know down below in this throwback, what poster would you love to see them if, let's say, presumably, if all the planets were aligned and all the wishes came true, if McFarlane Toys was giving a chance to read and do more of these, which 3D poster would you like to see them approach? They've already covered the Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, Jaws, Jaws right here, RoboCop, Rocky, Aliens, and Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think those were the only ones, and unfortunately, and then they did some CD album covers. But go back to this. This is money. I would totally be buying more of these and just have them completely across my wall. Today's throwback, though, we were having a look at McFarlane Toys. This was the Jaws 3D poster, and I know Spot's done a throwback of this already, but I thought it warranted doing another look once again. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's got more videos. He does, heading your way. More throwbacks heading your way as well. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.